work with Chobit, so I'm confident that I can mount up and move her off without any issues, but I do always like to hang in the saddle when I first mount to give the opportunity for the horse to dial into me and relax a little instead of just immediately jumping into a command with her. Before this point, I've been asking Chobit only for forward motion under saddle and not trying to make her necessarily go anywhere. I've had the halter in reins, but I've not used them to control her direction in any way. So today I'm going to be giving her a great new lesson as I focus on teaching her to control by neck rein, leg cues, as well as direct reining. My goal is for her to be changing directions by asking her feet and body to follow her nose around. I'm going to be using 3 levels of pressure to teach her to follow directions, the first level being the lightest and then escalating to more severe pressure. So my first level will be the neck rein. Ideally, I want to lay the thick, heavy lead rope rein over her neck and she should go that direction. She definitely won't respond to the neck rein at this point, however, because she has no idea what it means. But I will still ask with that first because it is the lightest level of pressure for the reaction I want, which is for her to go that direction. I'm going to apply that pressure and then count 1, 2, and then while still applying level 1, add level 2 pressure on top of that, which will now be my leg. Again, I want this horse to be light, so I only squeeze my calf against her. I don't kick her or flail my legs around. If she still refuses to lead that direction, I will keep the neck rein on, keep my legs squeezing, and now I'm going to add level 3 pressure, which is to reach down and actually pull the rein directly with my other hand. The moment her nose gives and her body is following her nose around in that direction, I'm going to immediately release all pressure and completely drop the rein and let her walk forward. I'll let her go around a second and then repeat, starting with level 1 and going through as many levels as necessary before she responds. Using a rope halter or a bosal for this process is the most ideal thing for the colt. Not having the bit will eliminate a lot of fear and a lot of initial obstinance to communicate with your cues. It's also going to ensure that during this fetal learning stage that you're being as light as possible to preserve and promote a soft and supple colt. Later, once the horse is familiar with these cues, the bit can be introduced with much more success and will be better represented as a tool for refined communication. How much later really depends on the horse. Some could take only a few days to be really good at leading around like this, and others might take a couple weeks. It's all about using your best judgment and graduating only when the horse is demonstrating true willingness, responsiveness, and lightness. It's important not to ask for super tight turns at first and try to change directions with one wide movement. Otherwise, your horse may be encouraged to stop moving his feet altogether. If your horse feels the need to respond to your pressure by moving forward too much, as in a trot or a lope, you can let him go for a moment and free up, and then go back to asking him to follow your direction again. If he continues to try to take off with you when you're increasing the pressure, try bending him around more to slow down his motion and ask for a tighter change in direction. Remember to keep your body language nice and relaxed so you're not accidentally encouraging him to go faster. But once he does start to get the hang of it, you can widen that change of direction. Chobit is really insanely good at following directions, but if you find yourself atop a horse that's a little more resistant, just remember to have patience. Don't blame the horse or feel frustrated. Remember, you're trying to teach him to communicate with you, not fight with you. So don't indulge his arguments. Just stay very relaxed and firm with your cues and pressures, and only provide the release when he does what you're asking. Stay with it. Every colt is going to learn at his own pace, as you very well have guessed. And of course, don't forget to praise your horse by petting and giving him verbal affirmations of how good he's doing. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys really got a lot out of the whole changing directions bit. You probably saw me going through and stopping her and asking her to get back a little bit in this video and do some reversing, but I will touch on that in another video entirely because that's a really important step in this process. But that is it for changing directions. Thank you all so much for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you all in the next video.